Hello, welcome to my 3D User channel. This is the last part of my Mech series. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys the final composited image I did in Photoshop. In the previous part, I showed you guys how to create materials in Keyshot and how to break down your surfaces, and I also went through all the materials I have used in my Mech bust. Let's get started. I'm going to... Okay, so this is the final image I have in Photoshop. You guys can see it's pretty good. I did some compositing in it, I painted out some details in it as well. So make them a little bit dirtier than, making it really clean. So if you see, I have in my layer system, I have 3 groups called first pass, second pass, and third pass. So I usually work based on a layer approaching system because it's easier to finish one part and flatten it out and going to the next part. So I'm going to go through every pass what I did there. I'm just going to hide. So this is my first pass. I'm going to add everything. I'm going to start with, so this is the background I have, so I put a black background on back of it. So this is the render, the clean render I got from Keyshot with the no post-processing, nothing added. This is how it looks in Keyshot. So I went ahead and added some panel details. If you see, I kind of added some panel lines. I'm going to hide everything so you can see what I added. So in this one. So first what I did, I added some bolts wherever it's necessary. It's not like putting everywhere, wherever it finds it's functional. So I added some bolts here and there, and I also had some panel lines. I kept it really loose. I'm not worried about being it super crisp, and I also some kind of light information hitting on it. So after that, what I did, I had some decals. You can see the decals is pretty subtle. I didn't want them to pop out. It's kind of you can literally see it's everywhere, but it's really subtle. And you can see it kind of have this erased look. I'm going to show you guys how I did that look so you guys can know. And the layer 6 is adding some more panel lines, so this part is really really flat, so I kind of went and broken it up. And last one is add some more decals. The way I create decals is, I'm going to show you a technique. So I have that. Let's grab a brush. Let's say I have this triangle shape. I'm painting on my mouse, so forgive me about, okay, there you go. My paint stroke is not that good because I'm painting on my mouse. Now you see I have my basic shape. So I have my triangle there. So once I have it, you could use something called texture eraser. So you could see this kind of erased texturally, because I'm not using my tablet, so it doesn't have any opacity sensitive in it. But the other technique I use is I take a grunge map. Let's say this map. So I take a grunge map. What I do is I go to the channel and select any kind of channel. I selected the map. So now what I do, I control H. Now I go and erase it. It's still selected. So go here, select everything, and Control H to hide the selection. So I hide my texture map. Then what I do, I go to my Erase tool and just erase it. You could reduce opacity as well, so it's going to give different output. So once I finished erasing it, you could see, boom, there you go. So now we kind of have this erased decals. It's not super clean. So that's how I when I paint something, and erase through that. You know, or you can also use texture eraser as well if you have a textured eraser. This is a texture eraser what I have here, but if I use a tablet, it's gonna give a good result than I'm doing it in mouse. So that's all about it, about my panel lines. And the next one I added was some more details. That's the only detail I added there. So near the neck, because this looks really flat, so I added some kind of like a barcode there. So once I finished everything, what I did, I had another version rendered out without the top part, so I literally duplicated 1 to 0. So once I have this, I flattened this out by duplicating it and Control E by merging all the layers, so I have everything in here. So then I go and do my second pass. So if I want to change something, I'll go to my first pass again. So now let's see what I did here. So now I have the flattened version of what we did in the first pass. Then what I did, I added some color variation. So I pulled the black whites up and the blacks down. So that's going to give a variation. So you will see the difference between this and this. So some level of contrast. I added some level of contrast there. Then I had to put like a gradient map. So I want them to be, because since the light is coming from the top down, so I want to have some kind of like a fog, light fog happening there. So that's going to give a cool effect. Then what I did, I added some bounce, like a glow on my light wherever it is. So you can see literally. So once I have that, I went to my type pass, so I flattened it up. So once I have that, you know, I just went and improved my allows, the black and white values, to have desired output. So this is what I did. It's not super fancy. I just, you know, flipped my canvas. I have a hotkey. So now if you see, this looks pretty good. You know, that's what I wanted, and it's flattened out, and you can see the details are popped out, and everything, you know, looks pretty good. So there's no secrets or nothing, no like magic brush. It's straightforward. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. You know, thanks for watching the entire series of my MechBus tutorial. If you have any questions in this MechBus series, please write me at 3damuser@gmail.com. I will clarify whatever you want. And if you like this tutorial, if you like this series, please share with your friends. And if you like it, please like, subscribe, and comment below. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great day.